U.S. Airways Flight 1549 lifted off LaGuardia Airport at exactly 3:25 p.m. on January 15, 2009. What happened next rewrote every rule in the pilot's handbook. Stick around to learn how a gaggle of Canada geese, 2 silenced engines, and a captain with nerves of steel turned a routine hop into the miracle on the Hudson. Captain Chesley Sully Sullenberger, with nearly 20,000 flight hours under his belt, and First Officer Jeff Skiles climbed into their Airbus alongside 150 passengers and 5 crew members, including veteran flight attendants Donna Dent, Sheila Dale, and Doreen Welsh. The cabin buzzed with low-key chatter. Business commuters tapping laptops, toddlers clutching stuffed animals, attendants on their final water bottle rounds, all beneath a sky smeared by a winter drizzle that whispered, routine flight. At precisely 3:27 p.m., while climbing through 2,818 feet of mist, so cold it felt like breathing lightly chilled air, both engines ingested a flock of Canada geese and lost all thrust in an instant. The familiar roar of turbines cut out, replaced by the high-pitched whistle of wind skidding past powerless wings. Warning lights flared on the instrument panel like neon alarms. On the radio, Sullenberger's calm transmission broke the tense silence. Cactus 1549 Heavy. Mayday. We've lost thrust in both engines. We're gonna be in the Hudson. First Officer Skiles immediately launched into the engine restart checklist with surgical focus, while Sully scanned the horizon for airports, LaGuardia, Teterboro, Newark, only to rule each out as beyond safe glide range. In the cabin, flight attendants switched from service to survival mode, moving row by row with clipped, confident instructions. Brace for impact. Life vests under your seats. Prepare the slides. Passengers clutched armrests and life vest straps as though they were handles on a runaway coaster. 6 minutes after takeoff, at roughly 3:31 p.m. and just 1 river's width from Midtown Manhattan, Sullenberger lined up the powerless jet for a water landing. He flared the nose, leveled the wings, and set the aircraft onto the Hudson's glass-flat surface with such precision that passengers later said it felt more like settling onto a runway than hitting water. 4 inflatable slides doubled as life rafts, and within 6 minutes New York waterway ferries, NYPD pilot boats, and Coast Guard vessels swarmed the scene, ferrying all 155 souls aboard to safety. There were 0 fatalities. 100 people reported injuries, 5 serious, all treated and released ashore. On shore, survivors in suits and winter coats gawked at a jet bobbing like a message in a bottle. Sullenberger stepped onto a rescue boat in full uniform, tie perfectly straight, face composed, and quipped, "We train for this." News outlets hailed a miracle. The NTSB lauded it as the most successful ditching in aviation history. The 3 pilots and flight attendants later received the Guild of Air Pilots and Air Navigators Master's Medal, and when they testified before Congress, their testimony drew a standing ovation. Moral of the story? Birds belong in trees, not turbine inlets. In an emergency, cool heads and clear communication always win. If you ever hear, "We're gonna be in the Hudson," lean back, trust your crew, and remember that sometimes real miracles happen on river time. Subscribe for more.